Hey everyone, welcome to your community group. And as we head into the Easter season, I hope you've been enjoying the study through Ruth and hope you are praying about the upcoming season that God would move. Even hope you take some time tonight to pray for Easter, pray for all of us as we go and we hand out mugs, that God would bring us to the right people. We'd be obedient to who He lays on our heart. And maybe you can even spend some time before the group ends tonight just praying for Easter, praying the gospel's clear. We're going to try our best to make it as clear as possible. And praying for just the courage that we would invite who we need to invite, and just becomes one of those stake in the ground for people's faith in the future, where they go, hey, that began a walk with me, a walk with Christ for me. And so praying for you guys as you go out, and hope you pray for Easter together. And then this week is wild. You see, really, last week we saw Ruth make a plan. This week we see Naomi make a plan. It's a little crazy plan. She's like, hey, get dressed up nice, go smell nice, go look where Boaz is going to go to sleep and go lie down next to him, and then we'll see what happens. Like, I'm not giving that advice to any of my daughters. And yet, that's the advice she gives. And sure enough, Ruth goes off script when Boaz wakes up and basically says, marry me, and that was cool. And he's like, sure. And then what's I love about the two of these folks is they're going to just honor the Lord with it. They're going to make sure they obey the law. They're not going to take shortcuts. Boaz is going to protect Ruth physically and emotionally. He's going to make sure physically she's going to stay with him so she doesn't go back in the night because it'd be unsafe. But also emotionally, he wants to get her out of there early enough so she doesn't get seen. And I think it's really cool to think through, if you're of dating age, hey, is this a guy who cares about me physically? Is this a guy who cares about me emotionally? Is this a guy who's willing to obey the commands of God? Is not trying to take shortcuts and take advantage, but willing to stick around and go the long haul. And just a cool little thing to think about. What really kind of I hope we get to talk about is, it is amazing, in the Bible, right after the book of Judges, we get this cool little love story. And, it's so wild. And I think sometimes we can forget that the whole Bible is God's love story. And the whole Bible is ultimately starts with a wedding, ends with a wedding, and is the picture of the God who loves his rebellious people, who their sin has really, just like Ruth, made him a foreigner. And yet, if we come to him and say, Lord, would you put your robe of righteousness on me? Would you forgive me? He loves to forgive us, enter covenant relationship with us. And when was a time in your life, or when was the last time you realized that the God of the universe loves you, that he is writing a great love story for you? And just would love to hear tonight in your groups the moment you understood the gospel like that, or a moment where Christ's love for you was really clear and evident. And I just hope tonight's a really encouraging discussion for you as you reflect on God's love and hear stories about God's love in your group.